All this week, we'll be walking you through each of the federal party leaders' pathways to this current election, where they came from, what they've accomplished, and what they stand for. Today, we're taking a look at Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. After 20 years in federal politics, Pierre Poilievre is steering the Conservative Party through a federal election for the first time, 2.5 years after being named leader. After working as an organizer for the Canadian Alliance while still a student at the University of Calgary, Poilievre officially entered politics in 2004 at the age of 25, running as a candidate for the newly formed Progressive Conservative Party in the Ontario riding of Nepean-Carleton. As the youngest member of Parliament, Poilievre served as a backbencher during his first 2 years in Ottawa before being elevated to parliamentary secretary under Prime Minister Stephen Harper. He became known as the party's attack dog for his theatrical and often confrontational showings in the House of Commons.
Rent scam goes right to the top. Top sources revealed to my office documented proof today that taxpayers started paying rent on the empty Gatineau building 2 months before a contract was even signed.
Poilievre won re-election with more than 50% of the vote in 2006, 2008, and 2011. And in 2013, he was shuffled into Harper's cabinet, where he served in 2 different portfolios before Harper resigned in 2016. When Nepean was carved out of his riding, Poilievre ran in Carleton, which he still represents today. He served as a critic in various portfolios over the next 7 years, acting as one of the party's most visible members during controversies like the We Charity scandal.
Simply put, it is time for the Prime Minister to come clean, to answer questions, to stop the evasions, and to stop trying to pass the blame onto our hardworking and honest public servants who had no part in this scandal.
In 2022, Poilievre announced he would seek party leadership following the resignation of Erin O'Toole. He ran on a platform of affordability, tax cuts, government reform, and took a stand against identity politics. He was elected leader with nearly 70% support on the first ballot. His tenure as leader of the opposition has been characterized by vocal and consistent criticism of the Liberal Party. He was kicked out of the House of Commons session in 2024 for referring to former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau as a, quote, wacko.
When will we put an end to this wacko policy by this wacko Prime Minister?
Throughout his campaign for Prime Minister, Poilievre has maintained focus on what he considers the Liberal government's failings, referring to the former administration as, quote, a clown show. He has attacked the Liberals for everything from affordability to immigration and has appealed to wallet-weary voters by vowing to axe the tax, previously a reference to the Liberal-imposed carbon tax and now used as more of a catch-all. With promises to cut taxes for the middle class, expedite energy projects, and reduce immigration targets, Poilievre is asking voters to return the Conservatives to power after a decade on the sidelines.
After the lost Liberal decade of rising costs and crime and a falling Canadian economy under the American thumb, we cannot allow the Liberals a 4th term in office. We need a change.